Petros Money, AM 570, LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Ding dong! Ding dong! Oh, turn his microphone on, ding dong.
Ding dong.
There he is.
There we go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Wait, let's get a proper introduction. I mean, not everybody here listens to talk radio.
I get that.
Joining us right now is a man in peril. One of the great talk show hosts in the history of the world, but sometimes...
That's the truth.
You can't shut your eyes and burn the past. The past comes back to haunt you. We all know these things in different forms. They've happened over the years. Joining us right now, the prey. We're listening to a song. Wolves and leopards are trying to kill the sheep and the shepherd.
That's right.
Shepherding the listeners on KFI for so many years. The greatest talk show of all time. Tim Conway Jr., KFI.
Very sweet
Ding
guys,
dong, everybody.
But this is almost over. You know, Steckler and I, we used to work for KLSX, and we beat these guys up every day.
The Menendez brothers.
Daily.
Brothers, every day.
They did it.
To the point where the attorneys for the Menendez brothers would say, you can't get a fair trial in a city like this because of Conway and Steckler.
Garagos.
Yeah, well, Garagos and then the other one, Leslie Abrams.
Look at that.
Yeah, both of them.
So how much bad blood still exists here?
Well,
all of it.
I'm not going to say which lawyer was out at Santa Anita a couple weeks ago, but you could probably put two and two together.
Staking you out?
Well,
what did he say?
I said, if these guys get out of jail, what are they going to do? You know, who's going to hire them? He said, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll do a podcast or write books. I'm like, okay, I got a perfect job for them. You know, at Santa Anita, when a horse breaks down, they put a tent around the horse, and then they put a bullet in his head. And I think the Menendez brothers would be perfect for that. And he said, F you, and he walked away.
Yeah. That's right, not backing down.
So still a lot of bad blood here, Conway. But do we worry about, you worry about your safety? I mean, you're a very known man. You could be walking in like a parade.
Thank you.
In like La Cañada or something.
Well,
and one of these Menendez brothers decides to take a box cutter to you. You know, I mean.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I now, when I do the San Juan Capistrano parade, I got a Brinks truck that I travel in.
There you go.
So just waving out of the Brinks truck on the microphone. Ding dong, ding dong.
They could really do a number on you, Conway.
What is your level
right?
of what is your level of
really
concern, Tim?
It's about an 8. The only reason it's not a 10 is because I think they hate John and Ken more.
Oh,
is that right?
Yeah, because John and Ken did the Fry the Menendez. I mean, they had
Was talk radio a little different back in those days, Tim?
Yeah, it was these kids should be put to death on TV.
You know, that's a real ding-dong, by the way, because you were their competitors. It was you and Steckler over on 97.1, John and Ken here, and they're like, Fry the Menendez. And what's your comeback? They're like, Steckler, we got to come up with something, ding-dong.
Steckler was the best, though, the smartest, funniest guy in the world, and he would go after them nightly. You know, I mean,
they are murderers.
They murdered their parents in cold blood. If dad's, sexually abusing you, I understand maybe knocking him off. But mom
did mom
didn't do anything. You know, she just sat around eating her ice cream, watching movies.
Did it bother you that they bought all that stuff? You know, the
Porsche?
tennis lessons and the Porsche.
Right. Well, you know, this dates back to, they used to live in Calabasas and move because those two idiots would go around and rob
They stole
homes.
all the so they were bad guys to begin with.
Right. In high school, they were robbing homes in the neighborhood. And then one of them went to college, an Ivy League college, and he decided one day he didn't want a roommate. And he just took all of his roommate's stuff and threw it outside. The bed, the dresser, everything. So these are really two bad guys. And now...
Fry the Menendez.
They're going to be... right. I hope it is Fry. Yeah. John and Ken did Fry the Menendez. Eric and Lyle. You know, but I think that's what they named the two eaglets. Didn't they name them...
Eric and Lyle. That's right,
yeah. Did. It's an odd... Maybe I got two stories mixed up.
Maybe. I think they'll cross in the news there.
Well, you can depend on us, Tim.
Oh, you got to go. You got to show.
Your show's going to start. But you can depend on us to throw ourselves in harm's way.
Ding dong with
exactly right.
Ding dong with you, Conway. Go with God.
Vest.
And feeds to Foosh, would you?
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
With you. Goodbye, Belly.
I think they're going to kill him.
Oh, no doubt. Fry the Menendez. That's why you moved to Florida.
A lot of people don't know this, but in jail, Eric became a blow dart expert. Soup!